Have you put off packing your house and now find that you only have a week before you move? Whether you've lived in your home for years or even decades, today I'm here with a comprehensive, step-by-step guide to help you decide what's important to keep, sell, or donate so that you can get a plan in place quickly and efficiently. If you're finding this information helpful, please comment below and I can email you or send you a copy of how to pack and move in a week. Let's begin with day 1, planning and preparing. When you're on a tight deadline, planning becomes your most valuable asset. Even if you can't immediately start physically grouping items, you can start by organizing your thoughts on paper. Step 1, create a master list. Begin by making a comprehensive list of everything in your house. Divide your list into categories, such as large items. Consider cars, furniture, tools, and large appliances that may need to be disposed of or sold. Collections. Books, travel mementos, your children's art projects, or any clothing collections that you have piled up over the years. Kitchen essentials include small kitchen appliance, duplicate cookware, utensils, and gadgets that you rarely use. Seasonal items. Don't forget holiday decorations and extra linens. Paperwork and keepsakes. List important paperwork such as tax documents, warranties, medical records, and those irreplaceable photos. Other people's items. Items that belong to other family members should be noted so you can set them aside for their rightful owners. Step 2, determine professional help. Time is short, so now is the best time to make a list of professionals who can help you downsize. Decide today who you will call to assist you with the process. Some professionals to consider include 1, a reputable moving company, a consignment shop for items that you want to sell, 3, local charities for donations, 4, storage unit providers if you need temporary extra space, 5, a cleaning service for post-move cleaning, 6, and don't forget to enlist all the free labor you can get from family and friends. Step 3, gather your supplies. Next, make a detailed list of supplies you will need. A calendar to schedule all your appointments, a notebook for your to-do list and contacts, trash bags and miscellaneous boxes for recycling and donations, moving boxes and file storage boxes like the banker boxes, bubble wrap and plastic storage bins, packing tape and Sharpie markers, painter's tape, preferably multicolored, and adhesive sticky notes, a pair of sturdy gloves. With your master list and supplies in hand, you're ready to move forward with a solid plan. Taking these preliminary steps will make the following days more efficient and less overwhelming. Day 2, organizing personal objects. Now that you're planned on paper, day 2 is all about organizing your personal objects. This step is critical because it helps you sort through years or decades of accumulated items and decide what truly matters. Step 1, secure valuable items. Start by obtaining a safe deposit box from your bank or any nearby financial institution. Use the safe deposit box to store jewelry, important documents, and any other valuable possessions. This ensures that items of high sentimental and monetary value are kept safe during the hectic moving process, especially when there will be numerous people coming and going out of your home. Step 2, rent a storage unit for items that you aren't ready to sort through completely, such as old paperwork, photo albums, or sentimental items that you're unsure about. Consider renting a storage unit. The storage unit should be used to temporarily house these items, particularly those that might be overwhelming to deal with on the spot. It's a great idea to choose a storage facility near your home so that if you need to retrieve documents or items quickly, you won't have to travel far. Step 3, categorize your belongings. Begin organizing items into rough categories. For example, designate one area for items you're certain you want to keep, another for items you're considering selling, and another for things you're ready to donate. Even if the physical sorting isn't complete, having clear categories written down will help guide your decisions in the coming days. By the end of day 2, you should have a clear picture of what items are essential and what ones can be let go. This process might also help lessen the emotional attachment you feel towards certain items once they're removed from the daily environment of your home. Day 3, marking with painter's tape is all about organization through visual cues. Using painter's tape to mark items can save you a tremendous amount of time later on. Step 1, establish a color-coded system. Use different colors to designate the final destination of your item. Here's one effective system. Blue, items such as furniture, appliance, and boxes that are going to your new home. Yellow, items that will be moved to the storage unit. Green, items that you plan to donate. Pink, items you intend to sell. Step 2, apply labels carefully. As you mark each item or box, use your painter's tape and a Sharpie to clearly label what the item is or which room it belongs to. If you're concerned about residue or damage, consider using stickers or less adhesive tape. This step might seem simple, but it's essential for ensuring that nothing is misplaced during the move. By the end of day 3, every major item and box in your home should have a clear color-coded label. This system will serve as your roadmap during the hectic days of actual packing and moving. Now comes day 4, the packing party. It's time to put your planning and organizing into action. Step 1, start with trash and recyclables. Before you begin packing the items you want to keep, bag up all the trash and recyclables. Set these aside outside your home. This initial decluttering will help you see your space more clearly and make the packing process smoother. Step 2, pack with purpose. As you start packing, follow these guidelines. Use your Sharpie and painter's tape to mark each box with the room it belongs to or a brief description of its contents. Opt for smaller boxes and pack lightly to avoid overloading. Heavy boxes can be hard to move and manage and may damage fragile items. If you've already discussed items with family and friends and they've yet to claim their gifts, now's the time to make that final call. Important reminders: do not pack medication, liquids, or food. Although you might know exactly where they are, these items are best kept separate to ensure easy access and safety. Be very selective. This isn't the time to bring clutter to your new home. Let go of items that don't serve a clear purpose in your new chapter. By the end of the day, your home should be noticeably less cluttered, with boxes clearly marked and organized accordingly to your color-coded system. This will make the move significantly less stressful and ensure that each item ends up in the right place. Day 5, coordinating with movers and placement. On day 5, your focus shifts to coordination, making sure that everything that's been packed is moved to the correct location. Step 6, communicate clearly with movers. If you're hiring professional movers, it's crucial to brief them on your color-coded system. Confirm that items marked with blue go directly to your new home. Items marked yellow are taken to the storage unit. Items marked green and pink are handled appropriately for donation or sale. For those moving with the help of family and friends, designate specific areas where items should be placed as they are loaded onto the moving truck. Having clear instructions will help ensure that nothing gets mixed up or left behind. Step 2, use a checklist. Keep a checklist of all boxes and major items, categorized by their final destination. This helps you verify that every item has been accounted for and that nothing falls through the cracks during the hectic moving process. By the end of day 5, you should have a well-coordinated move where all your items are correctly placed according to the plan you set up in the previous days. This organization is essential for reducing stress when setting up your new home. Day 6. Estate sale, consignment, or donations. Day 6 is dedicated to addressing the items you've decided not to keep in your new home. Depending on the volume and type of items, you have 3 primary options: hosting an estate sale, using a consignment shop, or arranging for donations. Option 1, estate sale. If you decide to hire an estate sale company, they will take over the process completely. This means you hand over the keys and they handle everything, from setting up and displaying the items for sale to organizing the sale over a weekend. It's important that your contract with the estate sale company clearly states what happens to any unsold items and how the final cleanup is managed. Option 2, consignment shop. If you have only a few large or valuable items, a consignment shop may be the ideal option. They'll display your items for sale, manage transactions, and usually take a commission on the sale. This method can be less stressful if you're not ready for a full estate sale. Option 3, donations. For items that you no longer need but still hold value for someone else, donations are a wonderful option. Coordinate with family and friends to see if anybody wants items, or contact local charities to see if they offer pickup services. You might also consider hiring someone to deliver donation items to a center. By the end of day 6, your unwanted items should be either on their way to a new home, via sale, or donation, helping you reduce clutter and simplify your move. Day 7, the final day and wrap up. Congratulations, you've reached day 7. This is the final day of your 1-week packing plan. And now it's time to do a thorough final sweep of your home. Step 1, final walkthrough. Take a careful walk through every room of your house. Check to ensure that all items marked for your new home storage unit or for sale donation have been moved or are in the right place. This is your chance to catch anything that might have been overlooked. Step 2, final cleanup. Once you're sure everything is accounted for, conduct a final cleaning of your home. This includes removing any remaining trash, vacuuming, and ensuring that the space is as neat as possible for its next occupants. Step 3, secure important documents before closing the door for the last time. Gather all important paperwork, tax documents, warranties, medical records, and sentimental items. Place these in a secure folder or safe deposit box. These documents are critical for your future and should be kept close at hand. By the end of day 7, your house should be completely cleared, organized, and ready for the next chapter. Moving under a tight deadline is challenging, but with a solid plan and a little help from professionals and loved ones, you can make it through with minimal stress. My final thoughts and additional tips. As you reflect on this whirlwind week, remember that moving isn't just about packing and clearing out. It's about preserving memories and making thoughtful decisions about what truly matters. Here are some additional tips to keep in mind. Stay organized. Keep your calendar and to-do list updated throughout the process. Staying on schedule is essential, especially when time is short. Enlist support. Don't be afraid to ask family and friends for help. Moving is an emotionally taxing, and having extra hands can lighten the load, while also providing valuable moral support. Be selective. Use this opportunity to declutter and decide what you really need in your new space. Let go of items that no longer serve a purpose, and cherish those that bring joy and practicality. Take regular breaks. The process can be overwhelming, so make sure to give yourself short breaks to rest and recharge. This will help you maintain a clear head and stay productive. Celebrate your progress. Every room packed and every box moved is a victory. Celebrate these small wins to keep your motivation high. Remember, this move is the start of a new chapter, one that will reflect your current needs and lifestyle. Plan for the future. Moving is also a great time to rethink your space. What items will enhance your new home? What can you leave behind? Your decisions now can shape your future environment and bring a sense of clarity to your life. By planning ahead, staying organized, and being selective about what you keep, sell, or donate, you're setting the stage for a smooth transition to your new home. With a little extra effort now, you can look forward to a clutter-free space that truly reflects who you are and what you value. You just followed a detailed day-by-day guide designed to help you pack your house in just 1 week. From planning and preparing to organizing, labeling, packing, and finally moving, each day has been structured to maximum efficiency and minimize stress. If you have any questions about this process or need personalized advice on downsizing or moving, please feel free to contact me. I'm here to help you navigate every step of your move with confidence and ease. If you found this video useful, click the notification bell so you never miss an update on estate planning, senior placement, and property solutions. I'm Kathy Walmerling, a realtor in Orange County, California, specializing in senior solutions. I love hearing from you and am always here to support your journey. Thank you for watching, and remember, now is the time to get a plan in place so you can move forward with clarity, ease, and excitement for the new chapter ahead. Good luck with your move.